Hello, today I will be explaining the science behind Phineas and Ferb's summer days. And, well, this is my first video that I've uploaded to YouTube, so I hope you guys like it. And I'll get right to it. Well, first thing that happens is that Phineas and Ferb, they get an idea of sorts. I'm just gonna draw a light bulb here for that. Anyways, they get an idea for what kind of invention they make, and then they ask, like, where's Perry? In the meantime, Perry has, like, disappeared, and he has then gone undercover and become Agent P. Because these two guys are the same, one and the same. Anyhow, I didn't draw a major monogram here because he's not really needed, because Agent Perry could just go undercover and then go to Doofenshmirtz's lab, because that's where he's always is. So anyways, when Agent P gets there, then Doofenshmirtz, he, number one, traps him. And then he tells him some backstory or something like that. Anyways, in the meantime, Phineas and Ferb, they make some cool invention. This, naturally, annoys Candace, their older sister. Probably because she's jealous or something of them. Anywho, then she decides to go bust her brothers. And, well, in the meantime, Perry the Platypus has gotten free of his trap and pushes a self-destruct button or does something that the machine, the evil contraption Dr. Doofenshmirtz made, gets destroyed. This machine, in turn, it indirectly, that's why I'm drawing like not visible lines here, the machine makes it either disappear, or in most cases it gets destroyed. So that just in time that when the mother goes to look and see, is brought to Phineas and Ferb by their sister Candace, who's trying to bust it, she sees nothing. Absolutely nothing. That's why she never believes her with anything. Anyways, since Doofenshmirtz's evil invention or contraption, whichever, was destroyed, that annoys him the second time around. So the second time when he comes through, I'm going to draw another thing here. Second time it annoys him. So most times he yells as Perry is executing or leaving the building with his, well, hang glider or parachute or something like that. He screams, "Curse you, Perry the Platypus." Anyways, he yells, "Curse you, Perry the Platypus." And yeah, then that's somewhat the end of the show. Although there are exceptions to this whole thing. Like, for example, Perry is not undercover when, like, say for example in the movie of Phineas and Ferb, Across the Second Dimension. where like Perry has to deal with Doofenshmirtz, and at the same time they're Phineas and Ferb up there. Well, somehow, anyways, they find out that Perry, their pet. I mean, who keeps a platypus as a pet? Only Phineas and Ferb. Anyways, they find out that their pet is a secret agent. So at the end of the day, they have to get their minds wiped so they don't remember anything. Or there's a time when you're like, Candace, she doesn't try to bust her brothers. No, seriously, she doesn't try to bust her brothers. Like, one time, like in Sci-Fi, Piefly, weird name, but whatever. There she is consent on not busting her brothers. And she doesn't. Although it would have been a nice time to do it because it wouldn't have disappeared. Oh, and then there's also the time where the mother does see something, or see the contraption that Phineas and Ferb have made. It's like, that would be in the Phineas and Ferb episode Quantum Boogaloo. That's where, like, Phineas and Ferb, they go to the future to find a wood and steel fusing tool. There they meet, like, the sons of Candace, older Candace. Anyways, then they go back, and Candace goes with them, like goes back, and then somehow she manages to get the time machine that they traveled in, and go back, and actually bust her brothers on the first day of summer when they made the roller coaster. And then their mother goes crazy, and they have to call. She calls the army. They get busted. Children are childproof. Yeah, the world gets horrible, and in the end, Doofenshmirtz rules the tri-state area, and Perry can't really do much about it because he's the ruler of the tri-state area. I mean, seriously, this is the only evil villain I know that doesn't want world domination, or like literally planet or universal domination. He just wants the tri-state area. I mean, seriously, I'd go for more if I were a villain, but at least he's playing his cards safe. I mean, he always loses them anyways, but whatever. And yeah, then they go back in Quantum Boogaloo. Then, like, they go back and they fix it. Candace stops herself from showing, like, busting her brothers, but in the end, the present Candace, who hasn't traveled back or experienced a horrible future, she goes with Phineas and Ferb to the future and the Candace. So she goes and shows her older mom what happened, and then mom's like, so all these things that happened in the last few years that you were telling me about, they were all true? And then she's even more consent on busting them. Yeah, literally, it's like the whole thing is like this, except for the exceptions I told you. And then there's also where this time cycle here, this cycle, I'll call it like cycle 1, it continues to happen summer day after summer day. I mean, you never see these kids in school at all, like whatsoever. Well, it continues until teenagehood, and they're not building anything more. So say that'll be like in the episode Act Your Age, which is just a single episode on its own of Phineas and Ferb. I mean, it's kind of funny. It's like wraps up everything because, you know, they're teenagers and everything. Oh, and this time cycle here, where Perry and Platypus is like as an agent, I'll call that cycle 2. That cycle, it stops when Doofenshmirtz, or I'll just call him Doof for short, anyways, Doofenshmirtz, when he doesn't do evil, then this time cycle doesn't exist. Or it stops at least. And that will be like in the episode Act Your Age, where he's a scientist and creates some sort of weird keychain so that he has a midlife crisis. I mean, seriously, who would want a midlife crisis? and he actually thought this thing was fun. And then again, he tried to oh well, whatever. Or in the episode Agent Doof, where he joins the agency, but then he gets kicked out because he makes such a mess, and yeah, says somebody's identity, what he actually wasn't supposed to do. So, see if I can get this all on the screen. Maybe not. Maybe I'll just have to hold it up like this. I'll tilt the camera a little. So anyways, that's your whole life cycle there of Phineas and Ferb. Yeah, it's not that good, or so I'll tilt it back down. Anyways, it's your entire cycle, like, literally, to sum it up. Phineas and Ferb, they make something in the meantime, Perry disappears, becoming Agent P. Agent P gets trapped by Doofenshmirtz, and Phineas, they then make the cool invention. Candace tries to bust them, but in the meantime, Perry has destroyed the evil invention, the cool invention gets destroyed, thus the mother never sees anything, and Doofenshmirtz's plans always get foiled. Hence, it like restarts every day. Like, same thing. Dun dun dun. Well, it's quite entertaining, I might say. I mean, there are other characters like Buford, Baljeet, Isabella, Major Monogram, as I already mentioned before, Carl, yeah, his sister, and yeah, that would be it.